I think we need to talk about care. Not least because more and more of us are quite likely to end up needing it. It's been a political hot potato for ages, with one government after another government promising to sort it out. Well, back in 2019, in his first speech as Prime Minister, Boris Johnson became the latest. He promised to fix the crisis in social care once and for all. The fix took a while to arrive, but in September this year, he said that from 2023, no one in England would pay more than £86,000 in care fees during their lifetime. You'd pay what was judged fair from your own resources, if you had them, but no more than that £86,000 ceiling. Once you reach the cap, costs for personal care will be paid by local authorities. Now, people with less than £20,000 won't have to contribute to care costs, whilst those with between £20,000 and £100,000 will get means-tested help towards costs from their local council. Now, 2 days ago, ministers dropped a bit of a bombshell. They said that support payments from local councils will not count towards that personal limit, that cap. It'll be as if you never got it, leaving more of your own resources vulnerable. Well, Sir Andrew Dilnot, who devised the original 2011 idea of a cap on costs to prevent people losing homes to soaring social care costs, said he was very disappointed. The change, he said, would leave anyone with assets of less than £186,000, and that is about 60% of older people needing care, less well off than expected. Dilnot had been pleased when the cap came in at £86,000, a much, much higher figure than he'd suggested a decade ago. But this small change, he said, was good for the wealthy and bad for the poor. To be fair, it'll save the government, and you and me, the taxpayer, hundreds of millions of pounds. But it will leave many poorer homeowners exposed to what one analyst called catastrophic costs, including the need to sell their homes to cover long-term care. But there's another big worry for everyone in the overall plan that's due to come into force in just 2 years' time. The cap only covers personal care, not living costs such as food, energy bills or accommodation. It's true that if your needs are primarily health-based, the NHS can pay for your care under what's called the NHS Continuing Healthcare Plan. But it's not automatic, and by definition it excludes many folk whose only problems are age, frailty and perhaps solitude. Now, in my own experience, the cost that is most likely to wipe out savings and force the sale of homes is that accommodation cost. There's another issue too that we've often talked about on this programme. To what degree is it the responsibility of the state anyway? How far should we go in bailing out the haves who haven't done their best to plan for the inevitable? Caps and contributions are part of that equation, but others may say, sorry, if you've got the money or the wealth tied up in a house, you're on your own. So, today I'm asking, who really pays for care? Do you know what you'll face if you end up in care? In an effort to reform the system for the better, have we ended up being sold a pup? Looks good, but isn't really. And many of us still going to have to see our homes sold to help keep us in care. Now, as always, I want to hear what you think. And first thing this morning, I mentioned on Twitter that this is what we were talking about today, and we've already been inundated. So keep it coming. You can get in touch on email via gbnews@gbnews.uk or Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and all the rest of it.